What is gaming gamers? Today we're looking at Eminem's new album. A lot of people have already reviewed it, probably by the time I'm gonna upload this video. I generally don't care. I'm just giving my opinion on it. This album has been kind of in the making for quite a while. We've been talking about it a lot on Discord in December. I thought it was gonna release last month, but I think Eminem held out a little bit for January, which I thought it was going to be released early January also, but a lot of people saw all the different leaks. We already knew an album was on the way, so this is what we got. Music to be Murdered By, which is an album. A lot of people are kind of confused about the overall reference and the name. It's mainly just referencing Alfred Hitchcock and just a lot of his type of stuff. I've watched a few of his movies. I'm not well enough versed though in order to completely get the overall reference, just because I haven't watched enough of his movies. But yeah. Didn't Alfred Hitchcock make Psycho? Psycho is a good movie. I like that movie. Did Alfred Hitchcock make this movie or was it somebody else? Okay, it was Alfred Hitchcock. I thought so. I like the movie Psycho, and then he also made the Birds, which is a good movie. I like that movie a lot. The Birds is probably one of the most underrated horror movies, even though it's not really. I almost wouldn't call it horror. It's kind of like a I don't know. You gotta kind of watch it. It's a very different type of movie, but I do like it, and I like the concept behind it. So I recommend to watch those two. But enough of that. Let's talk about the album itself. Eminem has some good verses on this album. I'm not gonna lie, but the beats are pretty weak. There's a lot of beats that they don't match up very well with the overall the chorus, and a lot of things are just kind of all over the place on some of these songs. Not that all of them are terrible. There are some pretty good ones also. Starting out with Unaccommodating, featuring Young M.A. I don't really know who this guy is. I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but I'll check him out if you guys want me to. I haven't really listened to him that much. This song is pretty good. I give it a solid 7. It kind of ends the MGK beef overall. This song kind of ends all that, which I think is it's about time. MGK has some pretty good music too. He had his Diablo earlier last year, and that's a pretty good album, if I say so. I don't know if it's better than this one. I think it would probably take me a couple weeks to know if this one's better than MGK's album, but right now I'm saying MGK's album is a little bit better than Eminem's new one. It's really not that good of an album when comparing it to Eminem's older music. But I do think Eminem, in terms of like lyrics, like bars, he does do really good in this one. I think it's mainly just the beats where it's really lacking. The second song is You Gonna Learn, featuring Royce the 59. This song is not good at all. It's got an alright beat, and I know I've dissed the beats before, but it's got an alright flow to it, I guess. But the lyrics are pretty weak, and it's not really. It's kind of a forgetful song. It's just nothing I'd really want to listen to a lot on repeat, at least. The next one is Those Kinda Nights, featuring Ed Sheeran, which I think is kind of cool. Eminem is still featuring Ed Sheeran. I know a lot of people don't like Ed Sheeran in Eminem's music, but I mean, I don't have anything against Ed Sheeran. I think he has made some alright music in the past. I don't necessarily listen to just rap music, and I think it's kind of cool to see different genres fuse as well. But this song, it's kind of weak. The beat is it's kind of weird. I don't really like it. It just doesn't flow well between the two different verses they have. Eminem starts out rapping, and then it moves over to Ed Sheeran singing, and the flow in between those two sections is just really really bad. It goes from like rap and then instantly to singing, and it just does not work at all very well. So, uh, I mean, in terms of Ed Sheeran's part, it's a little bit better than Eminem's, which is probably going to trigger some people. But Ed Sheeran has a little bit stronger of a part on this song than Eminem. The next song is In Too Deep, which I listened to it. It's alright, but I wouldn't. It's just kind of an average song. There are some things about it I like, but the negatives, the beat is just really, really bad. I think that's what it is. The beat on a lot of these songs just aren't good, and this one is really, it's one of those to reference that the beat is really, really bad. Song on the list is Godzilla featuring Juice World. I think it's really cool Interscope Records allowed this to happen. I don't believe Juice World was actually alive when this was planned out, though it would be pretty cool if he was. I don't know the full story of how this feature was planned out. Maybe Juice was already alive when this was all recorded, but I'm assuming this is just verses taken out from a song or from maybe a song Juice World didn't complete and then added into Eminem's song later. And it's an alright. Godzilla is a pretty good song on this album. There's one verse Eminem kills it on this track. He raps on this debatably faster than Rap God. So this one has some really good lyrical like bars as well as just overall a really good beat to it, and I think it just works pretty well. Juice World himself doesn't have a lot on this song necessarily, but it is kind of cool they feature him just to kind of spread his memory. A lot of people dissed this as well, saying it's way too soon to have Juice World on this, but I think it's cool to see Eminem, featuring Juice World if he actually did appreciate Juice World's music. I think it's kind of a good reference and tie-in and tribute. So I don't really agree with the people saying this is necessarily a bad thing. The only way I could see it being a bad thing is if Eminem doesn't care for Juice World's music, but that's kind of yet to be seen. I don't know if Eminem was a fan of Juice World. I'd assume he would be, or he wouldn't feature him on this track, but there's really no way to tell. I'd hope he wouldn't just throw it on here just for clout, though. And we have Darkness, which kind of references the Las Vegas shooting. This song itself, it's pretty dark, but I think a lot of people dissed this as well for going too dark. I actually like the song. I agree with the message. We need to stop the shootings. They've gotten way too crazy. How do we stop them necessarily? I don't know the best way. There's a big debate, and I don't really want to get into it completely. But it's kind of a hard situation to kind of tell what you should do. So I don't really know where to really go with it. But the song itself has some really good bars and it's a good message. So I give it a thumbs up. And it has a good beat as well on this one. The next song is Leaving Heaven featuring Skylar Grey, which has done previous songs with Eminem before. I actually like this song a lot. I think Skylar Grey's part is a little bit weak. Maybe it could have just been a regular Eminem track and it would have been a little bit better. That's kind of the problem for a lot of these songs as well, is Eminem could have just soloed a lot of these songs. Some of the features kind of make it worse. I don't like any of Royce's features on this album, if you guys can't tell yet. But this song is pretty good. I give it a solid 7. It's one of the better songs on the album. And Eminem does have some pretty good lyrics on it. And the beat is, it's a little bit above average when it comes to the other songs on the album. The next song is Yeah Yeah, or Yeah Yeah, or however the fuck you say it. Has a fuck ton of features on it, but the song is complete shit. I try to listen to the thing, and it's probably one of Eminem's worst songs, and He's had some terrible ones in the past, like what was that one off Revival, Chloroseptic or whatever? That song was terrible. But this one, Ya Ya, is fucking awful. Why? Delete this. Stop. Like, why is this on the album? Next song is Stepdad, which talks about Eminem not liking his stepdad, which is whatever, that's his business, but okay. The song itself is pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. The beat is really fucking bad. I try to listen to this song and it fucking hurts my ears. But I'm just laughing now, but shit. The song is not good, bro. It's like Ya Ya. It's a little bit better than Ya Ya, but fucking Ya Ya. This is when we get to the shitty part of the album. These are not good songs whatsoever. The next song is Marsh, which it's fucking awful. Like how do you make something this fucking bad? Marsh is just not good at all. Honestly, should be deleted from the album. But we do get some more Sanity. Don't worry, the whole album is not bad after that. Never Love Again and Little Engine are both fairly well songs. I wouldn't say they're necessarily great, but they're they're nice little songs. They're well put together, and credit where credit is due. Little Engine has some really good fucking beat on it, but the lyrics are shit. Never Love Again is the opposite, where the beat is pretty shit, but the music, like the lyrics, are really good. So it's kind of an opposite effect. But I like both the songs. Neither of them are necessarily terrible. So I like both of those too. And the final four, I could probably just categorize these all as bad. I Will is the only fairly good one. These three are just shit. Honestly, just skip them. Farewell is one of the the worst songs on the album. It does not sound good at all. It's just bad. Again, Eminem has some good lyrics on all these songs. It's just the beat. The beats are fucking awful. They hurt my ears. Like, who makes your beats? Because they're not good. On these at least, some of your beats are good, but not these ones. And then the final song, which is I think it's the longest on the album, or it's the second longest. I Will is a really good one. It features a lot of different people and Royce. Royce's part sucks, but the rest of them do pretty good, and it's overall a pretty good song. I think this video is kind of turned to me roasting whoever makes Eminem's beats and Royce, but that's kind of the problem of the album was the beats are shitty and Royce is not very good, so that's the problem. Overall, gamers, I actually give this album a solid 6.2 out of 10. I think the best song is probably Godzilla, or maybe Darkness, or maybe I'm trying to think of what would be the third best. Maybe Unaccommodating. Those are kind of my three favorites on the track. But yeah, gamers, I'll see y'all for the next one, and peace.